It's actually not just a mailbag today, it's an office hours. Because I got some work to do, y'all. Hello, everybody, and welcome. Welcome, my friends. A little early mailbag if you're watching live, I understand. But yeah, I'm actually going to go, I know it's mailbag day, but I'm going to go full office hours to start us off because there's some breaking news that I need to add to Cord Killers. So I used to do this a lot where I would share the screen of what I'm working on. So I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it again. You can't stop me. There we go. I'm going to show you the feeds. Would you rather see the feeds or, hey, Adam 12, would you rather see the feeds or would you rather see what I'm writing? Because then it's a spoiler for the show. G. James B. I'll start with the feeds. I'll start with the feeds and then switch. Actually, the feeds is the least interesting part after I do this part. I'm just going to look through the news then real quick on the feeds. Statue of world champion boxer stolen from park. No. By the way, PR Johnny, good to have you back. I have coffee. There, I proved it. I drank it. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman dismisses Molt book as a fad, backs the tech behind it. Yeah, actually, that's probably right. The Molt book thing is just kind of fun. It'll burn out. But yeah, the whole open claw thing seems like a real situation. Olives have been essential to life in Italy. I love the conversation. Okay. App Store for AI content licensing? I don't know. Maybe. Feed the feeds. I infiltrated Moltbook and lived amongst the agents. Apple allowing agentic pipes into Xcode if you want to use Claude or Codex. Netflix lands dramatic feature pitch. Okay. Oh, American Idol to stream live on Disney Plus. That's one I'm going to need to know. Universal Music promotes. Intel says they're going to make GPUs, I see. Okay. You go, Intel. Liputan. You make it. You make it happen. All right. So Anthropic AI tool sparks sell-off. Okay. People are weird. Let's go. Okay, so I need to note that David Ellison's not going to do the testimony. Greetings, Clinton. I decided on Feedly a long time ago when Google Reader got sunset. I looked at what was out there, and Feedly seemed to have all the features I needed at the time, and I have not had a reason to get away from it since. I want to be able to mark things, have them be marked as read, all of that. Oh, you're on a cruise ship, Clinton. I just saw that. Nice. Hello, Nick. I'm glad you could catch the live show today as well. All right. This is for RW Nash. If you're only listening, RW, I will get to it and then I'll explain later. This one probably goes into Cord Killers. This one I think is already in Cord Killers. I already wrote that. I don't know that this is a news story. Oh, this is, yeah, this isn't for Cord Killers because it's just an interview. Okay, so Now I will write these for cord killers. Hello, Minion Monkey. Good to have you back. I don't think InnoReader was out yet when I made the decision, and it has looked interesting. But again, I haven't hit a point with Feedly where I'm like, I need to find something else. Like, it always has been doing what I need to do. So I mean, since both of you brought up InnoReader, now I'm like, maybe I should look at InnoReader. But first, coffee. Oh, you're looking to change. Yeah, I like Feedly. It lets me create shared boards for all the DTNS and Cord Killers folks. I mean, the Cord Killers folks are Amos and Brian, but you get what I mean. And then it lets me have my own personal feeds as well as feeds that are shared with the group. I can mark things for everybody. I can mark them for just for me. Why, yes, Zoe, that is a mug of coffee, and it was brewed with Aloha. You're not autofocusing, camera. Okay. I'm going to bring back an old favorite. One that I know some of you have missed. It's an old friend. An old friend for some of you. Hey, Joe. I didn't know you sneaked in there.
Hello, Tom.
How's it going?
Easy going.
I'm gonna bring back an old friend, Joe. Do you recognize the old friend? Can you tell what it is before I add it to the stage?
Yet. I see a blank page.
That's the giveaway. That's the giveaway of what it is.
Oh.
It's Untitled 11. Your favorite text editor. Your favorite text editor file. BioCow's not here. He's the president of the Untitled 11 fan club.
Oh.
Okay, so let's start with, I need to add this story. David Ellison declined hearing invite on Warner Brothers. Turned down an invitation to testify before the Senate. I think that's all I need, actually. Okay, so then I'm just going to go into the story on Cord Killers about the do I not have it in here? Oh, I guess I had it. Oh, you know what? Actually, that was in last week's. That was in last week's episode. Yeah. The fact that he's not going to be in there today when we're not talking about it otherwise, I don't think I need to use that story then. Never mind. All right. American Idol to stream live on Disney Plus. American Idol will start streaming live on Disney Plus on March 30th. This is the first time it has streamed live. It usually is available the next day on Hulu. That's pretty much all you need to know, right? Oh, hello, Nick. Let's add that to the section of stuff in the search party. American Idol will start. It is usually available. Oh, that's what it wants me to. It wants me to rephrase. Fine. It is usually available. All right. That one's going into the search party on Cord Killers today. Then we have Olympic skater has Minions music rights approved for the games. Oh, you know what? That's not a story anymore. When I looked at it earlier, he had the Minions guy did not have his music approved. But now, after everyone got mad at Universal reconsidered and granted the rights. Well, that's not a story anymore either. Never mind. We don't have to add that. Nothing happened. All right. Stop watching Netflix and go to the pub. Oh, man, I hit the paywall on BBC. Let me see if I open it in a different browser. I just want to see the name of the minister. I've already read the story. All right. I don't think I'm going to put this in Cord Killers, but let's just share the story because it's amusing. First Minister. Is it First Minister? Welsh First Minister. Yeah, okay. Welsh First Minister Eluned Morgan spoke in the Senate after her government announced a 1-year business rate discount of 15% for pubs, restaurants, cafes, and live music venues, and said the public need to stop watching Netflix, get out of their homes, and go to the pub. And to that I say, you need, First Minister, you need to hire R.W. Nash as your spokesperson, because you can do both. I don't know if RW has ever watched Netflix in a pub, but I know he listens to our show in the pub. He might right now, as I speak these words, be in a pub. What are you drinking, Roger? Anyway, I mean, I'm with the First Minister. Go to the pub. If you, Dry January, I know this because I watch Beers of the Beano on YouTube from RW Nash. They had lots of fine, non-alcoholic ales and other cocktails available in your local. House of Films TV noticed that ironically the BBC was running an advertisement for a subscription service. That's funny. Yeah, so there you go. Get to the pub. I don't know anything about the politics of the First Minister, so I'll leave it there. But yeah. Oh, man. Looks like Clinton's having a little issue with the background playback, even though he pays for premium. That's no good. All right. Let us get to the mailbags. Oh, actually, you know what? I'll do this at the end of the mailbags. I'm going to answer an email on the mailbag as well as read emails. I'm going to answer Roger's email on this episode. Non-alcoholic drinks pitching up in sales. Yep. Ooh, Zoe got her new desk mat. Send us a picture, Zoe, or put it in the Discord or something. You don't have to be in the picture. I understand. But yeah, we want to see it. Oh, it is in Discord. Oh, well, I'm behind the 8-ball. I've been doing an 8-ball. Oh, there it is. I didn't scroll. Oh, that's so cool. All right. I wish I could just share screens with one button, but I can't. But I'm getting better at this. So here it is. Oh, it looks so good. Good work, Joe.
Nice. Looking good.
Yeah. It's very spacious. You've got your keyboard, your mouse, your bacon, your speakers.
All the important things.
Yeah. It's looking good. dailytechnewsshow.com/store. Looking nice. You have a nice clean setup too. Mine is so dirty. All right. Excellent. And you can see that in the Discord as well. Larry's been drinking non-alcoholic beer for 3 years. Really good ones out there. PR Johnny wants to know how you share pictures. You send them to the DTNS Discord, and then I share them on the screen from the Discord. That's how I did that one anyway. There's no way to share them into the chat or anything. All right. Norm was responding to the idea yesterday of the tech tourney. Joe, did you hear my idea about the tech tourney?
Yes, I did.
What do you think?
I like it.
Yeah.
Although there's one name I'd like to ask. Is it technically, it is a tech store?
Yeah.
But it's not like buying hardware.
Okay.
So does that count?
Well, what's the store?
Software, etc.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Yeah.
I worked there for like 3 years down in South Coast Plaza.
Oh yeah, if you haven't already, nominate it. That's absolutely that absolutely
All right.
counts. It's tech
Because
right?
it's not hardware; it's just software.
Doesn't have to be hardware. My nominee was
All right.
Babbage's, which I don't think maybe they had a mouse or two or something, but that was all software too.
I will add it to the list.
Yeah. So the tech tournament idea is on Monday's office hours. We'll have a little tournament, a little ongoing tournament. We'll do it like 4 weeks at a time. I'll just keep going. We'll just keep doing them one after the other if we like doing it. We'll see how the first one goes. But the first one is Tech Store. So Babbage's, Circuit City, Best Buy, Micro Center. They could be in business. They could be out of business, right? Could be Best Store, but it's not around anymore. And then we're going to do votes on what is the best one head to head. And then the winner of the vote goes on to the next round. So we'll have 16 stores for the first round. And then the week after that, it's tournament, right? Then week after that, 8. The week after that, 4. Head to head. And we'll see who wins. Be surprised if Fry's doesn't make it far in the tournament. All right. And Norm says, can we vote offline for the tech tourney? I likely won't listen live, but can vote while it's happening. Hey, Laminar Rainbow. And as I told Norm when I responded to him, well, it would be hard to vote offline, technically, because you'll need the internet to vote, because we're going to do it with an internet thing. But yes, you could. You don't have to be watching live to vote. I think what we'll do is unleash the nominees and then let people vote over the course of a week. So you wouldn't even have to be watching live if we do it that way. Paul Reese was responding to me getting USB adapters that turn turn a C cable into an USB A end, so I can plug it into a USB A port. Paul said, instead of getting adapters for USB-C cables to USB-A ports, why not get cables that have multiple port types built into the cable? That way the adapter is always present and the cable adapts to the need immediately. That is a fantastic idea. You can definitely do that, and I have some. Give me a second, and I will grab my backpack full of cables. Meant to do this before the show. But here's the adapters I was talking about yesterday. See, they're like little USB-A heads. And what Monsieur Paul suggested is a cable. I don't remember which pocket I have them in. Oh yeah, here they are. Is a cable that has multiple ports on the end. So this one has the adapter right there on the end. Even better ones have it where it doesn't even come off, where you can just like fold it back and it just kind of hangs on the end. That way you don't lose it. Yeah, that's a great idea. The reason I wanted to get those adapters is I don't want to always have to look for that cable. I might already have a cable. Maybe a friend comes over. It's like, can I plug this in? I'm like, oh, I only have a USB-A port, but hold on. Let me get you an adapter. Boom, right? Don't you lose wattage for charging? Depends on the cable, Larry. That's a good point. Yeah, and you can get those little silicone ends to keep the adapter on the cable if you want to do that. Cable management, man. It has a posse. I'm telling you. Bill says, I'm very behind in DTNS thanks to work stuff. But hey, if you guys want, you're more than welcome to come up to North Dakota for a show. Of course, this was Rob and I talking about taking the show on the road. If you want the true North Dakota experience, come up here in January and February. Less than 2 weeks ago, we had wind chills down to the -40s and -50s Fahrenheit. Sounds fun. Who's up for a really cold
No.
DTNS? It might be hard to get
snow.
Yeah, me too. It might be hard to get people to come out to the show. But Bill, I don't know. You're in North Dakota. Maybe you're like, nah, that's nothing. People
We'll just have Len use his new snowblower to clear a path.
There we go. That will be part of the fun. Len will help. Will come to your driveway and clear your driveway so that you can come to the show. Len grew up in snow. I say I grew up in snow because I live in California, but honestly, for someone like Bill, I didn't grow up in snow because I only had snow for, a couple of months usually, and then it would melt away. Oh, KT Data says, shoot, I can't make it to that one. I used most of my vacation for CES.
Oh,
well, that's funny. You're going to Nerdtacular, though, aren't you, Kevin?
Yeah, but he's not commuting for that. It's literally in his town.
Yeah, but it's still
he doesn't have to
days
go
off.
anywhere.
I mean,
His commute is get in car, drive 10 minutes.
I mean, it's not like Utah doesn't get cold.
No, it gets cold too.
Rob Bugs Life voted for a cruise. I could tell Rob was like angling for the DTNS cruise. Daily Tech Cruise Show. I've been looking for a reason to do a cruise on my own. This would be great. So I'm not actually on my own. All right, so we've signed up one. Rob Bugs Life is ready to cruise. I have never really had a big desire to do a cruise, but if I were to do a cruise, this would be the way I would do it. Ryan says, okay, so Zoe was right. I should have listened live, but not because of photography. I think he's talking about the hangout we did on Friday about Starlink and rural internet connections. And we had a couple of photographers on. Ryan says, I suggested both 5G and Starlink as a user of the former in the summer months. I suspect the 802. Something they were talking about on Friday was either Fluid Mesh or FireTide. I designed, installed, and supported networks from both products between 2011 and 2018. FireTide was purchased by the VC firm that owns USR, and I don't know what happened to Fluid Mesh. They were an MIT student project that went public in 2012, I believe. There were so many of these kinds of projects. I imagine it probably was one of those, but I know my sister had a WiMAX mesh wireless network that a friend of hers had, spun up on his own from the ground up. That was a great hangout. I agree, Kevin. And then for Live With It ideas, Andrew says, Tom, I'll add to the calls for Home Assistant on Live With It. Knowing that the show leans more into hardware rather than pure software, I suggest looking at the Home Assistant Green as a way to discuss the overall system. I've had one for just about 2 years now, and I'm much happier with it than I ever was trying to tinker my way into a similar setup. If anyone from the DTNS team has a set of smart home things from disparate brands that feel like they don't exactly play well together, Home Assistant might be the solution if they're willing to tinker for a bit. It'd be neat to hear a new person's perspective, as I've been perfecting my setup since 2020 when it was much harder to use. My two favorite things are, one, my backlights come on when I open the door to let the dog out, and two, my dashboard displays the latest bird from my bird feeder camera. That's pretty cool. I love the dashboard displaying the bird. Home Assistant Green. Let's see. This sounds like the kind of thing that might interest one Sarah Lane. Tinkering, smart home, bunch of products from different vendors. Buy from an authorized reseller. Okay, $158. That ain't bad. It's very tinkery. Okay, here's the actual Home Assistant website for it. That is the wrong browser, Tom Merritt. Where is the right browser? Oh, I know what I did. I started sharing the Discord, and I'm not sharing the browser anymore. Let me go back to sharing the browser. Okay, so this is Home Assistant Green. From Home Assistant. Upgrade your smart home. It is easy to start. It is versatile and it is trustworthy, they say. All right. Yeah. We can work with that. What happens if we buy now? And we're going to ship to North America. Oh, they give you all the different places. Okay. Gotcha. That's cool. Home Assistant Green. Please state the nature of the smart home problem you are trying to solve. Thank you, Andrew, for the extra push on Home Assistant. All right, we have another email from Norm. Last week, I confirmed his confirmation that I got his postcard or his holiday card. And Norm wrote, awesome to hear. that my confirmation of my confirmation came through. Yes, this will never end. And was trying to remember when we first met up and found pics from 2014, which I think might be the first time, maybe 2013, but found these pics to prove it. I still have that sweatshirt. Hope Jenny as well. And these pictures, if you let me know if I can show them, Norm, I will. But these pictures appear to be from the South by Southwest that was on top of a bar. It was when Veronica was there, actually, and we were on top of a bar on like a rooftop thing, and Brian and Justin did NSFW show from up there, or maybe it was Night Attack by then. I can't remember. That was 2013, 2014. It was probably an NSFW show. But I remember they had a Bitcoin vending machine downstairs where you could buy Bitcoin. But yeah, I did not realize that was the earliest time we met. That's pretty great. Yes, it was in Austin live. Yeah, that's awesome. That's great. All right. We finish with with a post from R.W. Nash in response to yesterday's office hours. Can't beat a classic office hours. Need my office release hardware theater. M5 is rather wonderful. Have lots of A to C. Use them all the time. Down to one lightning device. Still have some micro USB devices. The EU are saying that USB-C is the future. Did Joan Jett win? I would have voted for her. And as a matter of fact, yes, Joan Jett did win. Joan Jett is still on the shelf. 8-track. Wonderful idea. I'm in, even if it's on the morning after. Talking about the tech tournament. And he nommed something for it in the Discord. So there you go. We are on for the tech tournament. I will be dictatorial and pick the 16 out of the nominations. And then on Monday we'll do a little an announcement of the battles, and then we still have to figure out the best way to vote. Joe, if you have any ideas on the best way to do the voting, let me know. We could do, because the options are, we could just put them in Discord and do it like I did the hat tournament years ago, where you use an emoji, not a heart. You do use like a check mark to vote for something. We could do it on the old GDI. What's it called? Showbot. We could do it on the old GDI Showbot, where we just put them up and then people vote on the Showbot over the course of the week. Or we could just do an actual poll. Does straw poll still exist?
I believe so.
Straw poll.
And we still have that voting channel inside of Discord too.
Oh, we have the voting. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, we could actually
all the way at the bottom.
Yeah, that might actually be the best way to do it. Is that actually a poll channel? Because you can now create a poll.
Yeah, it's just a picture, and then they emote their votes.
I think you can actually run an actual poll now in Discord, now that I'm thinking about it. Where's the voting channel? I don't see it.
Storage bin.
Oh, I have the storage bin collapsed. Okay, got it. That's where I did the hats, I think.
Yeah, that was your hat.
Yeah, the last post was the champion of the hat tournament. I think you can actually do a poll now that I'm thinking it. So we could reopen the voting channel and then put a poll in it. Yeah, create a poll. Should we use polls?
We're going to vote on which way we're going to vote. Okay.
No. Answering would be hypocritical. Those are your... So I just posted a poll about whether we should use polls in the Discord. Please vote. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Somebody was suggesting the thing that David Spark uses for his I want to say katsu, because I had katsu for dinner last night. Kahoot. Thank you, PR Johnny. Oh, you just bought Synced? Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy it. Yeah, Kahoot. But Kahoot seems like it's more than we need just to do polls, when we can actually do polls in Discord. Although in Discord, you have to be a patron, so it limits who can vote. But we might start there. All right. All right, I have to answer Roger's email. And actually, Joe, you have to answer this email too, although you don't have to do it right now. We are recording an episode about Opus Clip for Live With It tomorrow. And so I figured this is office hours. I'll do a little work while we're streaming. What is the price of Opus Clip? That is the question. Pricing plans. I need to look up the pricing plans. Okay, so starter, $15 a month, 150 credits. Joe, are you still using Opus Clip for anything?
Not as much.
No, I'm not using it at all lately.
Yeah.
But it is.
It is good for captions, but sometimes its editing is a little wonky. Likes to do the motion.
Yeah, you have to go in
movement.
and tweak the editing quite a bit.
And it literally takes me less time in Premiere sometimes. But the captioning is great. Like they are really good.
Yeah, the captioning seems to be its power tool. Yeah. It also, I think, is useful for kind of pointing you in a direction where you're like, ooh, that is a really good clip. I might need to clip it myself, but at least I'm like, oh yeah, especially when we're talking about hour-long shows and stuff.
Yeah.
Pro.
Yeah, it does get a little wonky when you have a screen up next to you because it doesn't know what to concentrate on. And so it like slices half the screen and half the people. And I'm like, no, pick one.
Yeah, I know. 3,600 credits a year. 2 seats for team. And then business. If you have to ask, you can't afford it. That's, you know what? That's uncharitable to say that, but whenever a company doesn't put a pricing range on something, I feel like that's fair to just be like, well, Billboard uses Opus Clip. How would you describe what it can do? Automatically selects video clips for use on social media. That sounds right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It does some internal. It'll rank what it thinks is going to be the most viral or most highest views.
Yeah, and I feel like that is useful. I wouldn't use it as gospel.
No,
because it's making its best guess, and if I think something might have a better chance and it's not at the top, I'll pick that anyway. But it is nice at like sifting through and being like, these are your best chances. I mean,
if you have like a full hour and you just want to dump the video in there and go find me something, it'll at least give you some kind of starting point or something.
Yeah, it kind of weeds through everything.
Right.
All right, you can add to this, but I feel like I'm capturing all of those things in my email to Roger about it. So there you go. There's a preview of Live With It in 2 weeks. Oh, I didn't play the mailbag jingle. Thank you very much, Kevin, for reminding me.
Tom's got mail.
Better late than never.
There we go.
KT Data is going to get in on the shorts game this year. Excellent. Right. One of the people I think does best at shorts, obviously Brian Brushwood is the person who does the best at shorts. But one of the other people that does really well at it is Scott Johnson. His shorts game is on point.
Oh, he's pulling full nostalgia. Like he is tapped into a lot of retro gaming stuff. And it's just, and the simple part is it's usually just him talking. He doesn't add a ton of graphics and things on there. I think he uses Opus for that. I think what he does is it trims it down for him.
Yeah.
So it'll cut out some of the stuff and kind of trim it down and keep it a little tighter.
So he records it for shorts and then lets Opus Clip
kind of trim it a little bit.
Yeah. Huh.
Because he doesn't do too many straight cuts. He'll do like jump cuts. He'll keep it up. You'll see every once in a while it'll go, and it's just slipping out an extra word he said, or maybe if he stutters or repeats a word, it'll clear it up.
And Amos points out it's just him.
Yeah.
Like how he is. It's authentic. You know, that's the move, right? First of all, retro gaming. That Commodore 64 unboxing I put up, gangbusters. Still, like the short on that. Still
the short still's getting
comments
talking about it.
Yeah. And then authenticity, where it's like, this is clearly not generated, right? This is clearly not, and not even just the AI stuff, but this isn't like staged to look nice. No. You know, it's just Scott talking. That's good stuff.
Because I think he does a basic script, and then
like bullet points,
and then he knows where he wants to go with it, and then just add extra stuff, and he comes out great.
Yeah, he does good things. I just need to make more time in the day. I'm getting there. I'm digging out under the past 3 years of having like not even a moment to breathe. So yeah, I think I might be able to start finding more time to do some stuff like that, because it's fun. I have ideas for it every once in a while. It's just by the time I get time to do it, I'm exhausted, because I'm not as young as I was when I was younger.
I had no time when I was younger, and I was happy because I was doing 3 jobs at the same time that I actually enjoyed doing. And so I was exhausted at the end of the day, but I was still happy.
Man, when I worked in radio, I just I was taking a full load of classes and a full-time job as a program director. And like 5 years later, after I quit that job, I couldn't believe, I couldn't do that anymore. I can't imagine doing that anymore.
No, I can't imagine doing, because at the time I was running an art gallery with in-house studio, people living in the building. I was assistant manager for a 26,000 square foot art store and the technical director for a theater.
Yeah.
All at the same time.
That's a lot.
And I think back now, like, I can't do half of that now. There's no way. That's not happening. That's too much. But, you're late 20s, early 30s. It's like, that's the time to tap into that and go, I'm going to burn for a while, but I like what I'm doing.
Even when I started Daily Tech News Show, which was 2014, I was 44 years old. I could go all day. I was like, okay, I'm going. I can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
I just collapse.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've had times after the show, like, I need a nap.
Yeah.
I'm an old man now. I need my naps. Oh.
I mean, coffee helps.
Yes, it does.
It's not the cure.
But I cut down on my caffeine because and I'm not proud of this, but I used to buy Rockstar by the caseload.
Oh, wow.
Like literally that was what I drank throughout the day.
Yeah.
And I lived on that for 7-8 years.
That's wild.
That's a lot. And I didn't do coffee, and then, I just had that and then went, wow, I think I need to stop doing this.
Yeah. I used to drink way too much coffee. Because when I was in my early 20s, it didn't really affect me. Like I would get the energy boost, but I wouldn't get the jitters or anything.
No.
But then, you don't stay young forever.
Well, and I had a Rockstar.
I'm full of like incredibly wise statements today. I'm not as young as I was when I was younger, and you don't stay young forever. Remember that, kids.
There we go.
But yeah, like eventually you start to have different reactions.
Well, and I had it was like a couple months ago, I need to get something done in the house, whatever. And I'm like, I'm going to go down store, buy myself a Rockstar, see what happens. Woo! The jitters kicked in instantly because my body was like, I haven't had that much caffeine in a minute. Oof.
Yeah. Well, I had my usual mug of coffee in the morning. I just had a little espresso. It was a double shot. That's why it's in the mug. But, and then before Cord Killers starts, I'm probably going to have a Chaji tea because Eileen threatened to go to Chaji and get some tea. And I said, well, if you do get me this, and I saw the Ring doorbell go off while I was streaming, which
you're like,
either means we got a package or Eileen left to go to Chaji tea.
All right. Yeah, I'm down to 1 cup a day now. And actually it's like 3/4 of a cup, and not a big cup, but the rest of it goes into my smoothie.
Yeah.
So I just kind of not do too
Larry
much
has
caffeine.
a cup of coffee every night at 9:00.
Wow.
Yeah. I used to be able to do that. I can still have a cup of coffee at night, but then I won't fall asleep as fast. So if I need to stay up, I'll have a cup of coffee. I don't have like, it's not like, now I can't fall asleep. It's just, it takes me longer to fall asleep.
I can't fall asleep even if I didn't have coffee. I lay there for like an hour going, oh, my brain doesn't want to turn off. Oh, this is fun.
KT Data took caffeine pills in college. I took those in junior high. No dose.
Yes, crosstops.
No reason. I didn't have any reason to take them. I just thought they were interesting. I don't even know how I got them.
Friend of a friend. Knew a dude.
No, I mean, we went into Watson's Pharmacy. Did I buy them with my own money? And the pharmacist in Greenville, where everyone knows everyone, was like, yeah, sure, okay. The Merritt kid wants to buy no dose.
Well, this is back in the day when we had lawn darts. Safety wasn't a huge concern.
This would have been 1982. And, or I just asked my parents, like, hey, can you buy me these? And they did. I'm guessing I bought them myself, though. But it was definitely junior high. So didn't have like a job. Huh. I would get allowances and stuff, but
I'm still curious. It's like most kids, like us growing up, it's like you get $1.50, $2 of like allowance. I don't know what kids get today.
Yeah, I have no idea.
What is considered the standard allowance for kids?
I remember when my allowance was increased to $1 a week.
Ooh, living the high life.
Yeah. Yeah, kids get paid in screen time, PR Johnny. You're right. Yeah, I started feeding the cat, and so my allowance got increased, I guess, from 50 cents. I don't remember what it was, but I remember it getting increased to $1.
Ah, the olden days.
They just get Robux now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Noelle's like, what's an allowance?
Yeah. Well, you paid your kid? Yeah.
You kids got money for, well, it wasn't for nothing. I had to.
Yeah, you had to
what
do
did I have
something.
to do? I had to do a lot. I had to do something with the lawn. It wasn't mow the lawn because I was too young. I think I had to rake the leaves or something. I had to feed the cat. I had to put away toys. There was something else I'm forgetting though, that it was like my job. Oh, it was clear the table every night. I loaded the dishes, or unloaded the dishes. Took the dishes off. What do you call it when you take the dishes off the table and put them in the sink? That's what I had to do.
Yes.
I guess it's loaded them in the sink. I don't know.
Yeah. Like mostly mine was cleaning up after the dog and washing dishes.
Yeah.
And we had a Great Dane St. Bernard, so that was substantial. He was so big I could
That's
ride
a lot of
him
food.
as a kid.
Yeah. Cleared the table. Thank you, Larry. I don't know why that was so hard for me. I'm having one of those days. All right. Laminar Rainbow's kid is a private contractor. He gets paid per gig. Do you 1099 him? That's funny. All right. I think that's everything I had for today's mailbag. It has been lovely. Joe, I'm glad you dropped in.
Yeah.
Does everybody like it when Joe drops in?
Nope.
Say in the chat. Ian, Steve, Raphael, you all can say it too. Do you like it when Joe? He's all right. He's all right. Yeah. Yay, more Joe. Love hearing the disembodied voice. Oh, yeah. You're never seeing Joe. That's part of his contract.
That's not happening. Yep.
Nick, the Joe drop in. Great service, clean rooms.
Hey.
Yes, Joe is fun. I like my Joe's sloppy. Well, then you'll have to go to Nerdtacular. I mean, I'm over promising. I've seen Joe have a beer.
I've had more than that at one
I
of
guess
those.
I've seen you had more than that, but
I remember a night when I had more than one or two.
I don't think I saw you sloppy drunk though.
No, I try not to hide that as best possible, but I'm not saying it hasn't happened.
Thank you, Minion Monkey, for thanking us for doing the mailbag. I appreciate it. All right. Cord Killers coming up in just a little more than an hour at 2:30 Pacific, 5:30 Eastern time. And then tomorrow is Wednesday, so you get a brand new Live With It. Actually, shall we look up what is that promised Live With It?
It is the Tour Box.
Tour Box. Is that Hammond?
That's Hammond's. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So you'll get a brand new Live With It tomorrow. Make sure to check that out on YouTube or the podcast. And then DTNS Live Hangout on Thursday and Friday. So come back for those as well. Until then, everyone, have a good day. Going old school with the goodbye.